Hello again, everybody. This is John with BestPriceNutrition.com. Today we have the National Educator for Garden of Life, Jay Bouguet, with us. Today we're going to go ahead and discuss the raw meal from Garden of Life. It's a meal replacement powder. Now this is relatively new to the Garden of Life line. I believe it recently went through a new flavor formulation or new formulation.
Yeah, it's got a new and improved taste. I wouldn't say we've flavored it with anything.
Okay.
We just made a slight tweak, and it's definitely improved the palatability of the product.
Okay. Now, what are the benefits of raw meal? And if you watch some of our other videos, you'll see that we kind of discuss raw ad nauseum, I guess, if you watch all these videos one after the other. But it's really important for us to define just what raw means. So what does raw mean?
Yeah, raw has to do with taking a food and not exposing it beyond a certain temperature. You know, some believe that temperature is 115, 116, 118, depending on what raw foodist you speak to. But it's somewhere in this narrow temperature range that the first most heat-sensitive nutrient will lose its former function, typically an enzyme, something like SOD, superoxide dismutase. So raw is all about, not exposing these ingredients to heat, being as gentle and careful as you possibly can as you, grow, dry, and package this stuff to preserve the enzymes, the probiotics, and all of the really heat-sensitive stuff.
Now, I'm looking at the calorie profile here, and it's 2 scoops, 14 servings. If you use the 2 scoops, 280 calories. You're looking at 4 grams of fat, 38 grams of carbohydrates, 33 grams of protein. So almost a 1-to-1 ratio of carbohydrates to protein, so really almost a true meal replacement, 14 of which is fiber, and I see 11 of it is insoluble fiber. Do you want to kind of cover how we get to that, those macronutrients, what the sources are?
Yeah, so this product is basically a combination of raw organic sprouts, so sprouted quinoa, amaranth, chia, brown rice. We've got protein from the sprouts as well, sprouted brown rice, chia, amaranth, quinoa. We've got probiotics, we've got greens, so you've got your cereal grass juices, your wheatgrass juice, we've got spirulina, we've got fruits, we've got vegetables. Literally, it's probably as close to what you can find as an all-in-one Garden of Life product, in the sense that if you watched our video on raw protein, that's the protein source that is in this product. If you've heard anything or read anything about our greens product, Perfect Food, a part of a serving of that product is in every serving of this product. We've also talked about Vitamin Code, the whole food, cofactor-rich vitamins and minerals. We've got 100% of the RDA of 15 different whole food vitamins and minerals in every serving of this product. So in terms of combining nutrients, greens, enzymes, probiotics, fiber, protein, all in one shake, this is that product.
Sounds like we just took a good trip around the perimeter of a really good grocery store, kind of, where you grab a lot of nutrients there. And we'll skip the meat section because this product is vegan.
Yes.
It's organic, it's raw, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, no soy allergens, lactose-free, no fillers, no isolates, no synthetic nutrients, no artificial sweeteners, no preservatives. So I know that was a mouthful, but so this is for somebody who would be on a vegan diet. That's completely fine.
Or it could be someone who, yeah, it's definitely vegan friendly, and vegans sometimes are looking for nutritional support because their foods that they're consuming are to a certain extent limited. But this product can also be used by someone who is omnivorous, someone who is okay with eating meat, but if you want to pack a lot of nutrition into a very calorically minimal, very dense kind of shake, this can be that product. So that can be someone who's just looking to add nutrition to the diet in terms of greens and probiotics and enzymes and fruits and vitamins and minerals, or someone who's looking to control their weight, someone who, hey, I'm gonna maybe not slim fast, shake for breakfast, shake for lunch, sensible dinner, but I'm going to replace a meal every day, and I'm only going to get a few hundred calories, but I'm going to get a whole lot of nutrition. And the fiber content is what's going to keep you feeling full and keep that blood sugar level balanced.
Yeah, just the fiber content alone, 14 grams, for some individuals, based on body, that's almost 50% of what they need for the day. Again, depending upon body weight. So if you are somebody who eats a lot of meat, maybe you're not getting as many fruits and vegetables as you should. And we always recommend that first and foremost. You take care of yourself with your whole food diet, but this would be a really good start to get you going. Like you said, the fiber is going to make you feel more full. It's going to help keep you regular. You're getting a nice macronutrient profile, so an everyday athlete can use this too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, as far as genders, men, women, doesn't matter. Nothing gender specific.
Both men and women could benefit from using this as a meal replacement product.
Okay. Now, what about mixing this? How does it mix?
Because it is higher in fiber, the higher in fiber something is, it's going to be thicker. So, it is pretty soluble. I actually shake mine in a shaker cup with water, and if you drink it within a couple minutes, it doesn't get terribly thick on you. But if you let it stand, if you mix it and go answer the phone and talk on the phone, you're going to come back and it's going to be almost pudding-like thick. So some people do it in a blender with a little bit of fruit and either almond or coconut milk. That really complements, I guess you would say, the product, but pretty versatile in terms of what you can do with it.
So if it's your lunch and you're going to bring it with you to work, don't mix it at home and bring it with you and then drink it at lunch. It might get a little stale and it's going to coagulate a little bit. Maybe just throw the dry powder into a shaker cup, add water or keep some almond milk, maybe a flavored one at work, kind of for a little bit more taste, and mix it up in a shaker bottle there, so that way, maybe that's your lunch, you're on the go, or just to have it with you. Maybe you're going to miss a meal and you're not sure if you're going to get a meal, maybe you travel. That's a really good, convenient way. So just throw some into a dry shaker cup. Right?
And we now also offer this product in a box that contains, I believe it's 10 individual servings packets that are portable.
We do sell the packets, so those are definitely available. So it's in little envelopes. You can bring those with you, and that way you don't have to put it into your shaker then. It's all relative to.
And one of the major opportunities we saw, even in the natural products marketplace, you look at some of these shakes and very rarely do you see the USDA organic seal. So in selecting all of these grains and seeds and sprouts and nutrients, we made sure we were buying USDA certified organic materials so we could bear the USDA seal. That kind of screams to you, I'm pesticide, fungicide, herbicide, antibiotic, and GMO free. I'm clean.
Now, taste-wise, what would somebody anticipate? You said I think it's kind of more bland. It's kind of you kind of flavor it based on how you.
Yeah, it's actually got, because there is some brown rice and there are some carbohydrates and sugars that are naturally associated with the brown rice in the formulation. Even mixed with water, it's got a little bit of a sweet taste. I would liken it to a semi-sweet kind of liquid granola kind of flavor. That's kind of the best description I could give you. We didn't make chocolate or vanilla or strawberry for the product, so.
So a good way to complement it. Maybe throw some frozen berries in there or something like that, and for that you use a blender. Personally, I like the hand blenders where you have. It's a lot easier to clean one. It's like a wand. You dip it into the cup, you mix it up over a sink, and boom, it works just as good as a blender without all the cleanup where you got to dig into there and stuff. That's just me, and I think if you're doing it every day, sometimes it's easier to deal with that as far as a convenience factor.
Sure. So. And not that this is flavored. I mean, even with water, though, I think it tastes pretty good, especially the new and improved formulation. When I'm at home and I have my BlendTech 3 horsepower blender, I use the protein component of this, which is another product we make called raw protein, and I do almond milk and coconut milk and almond butter, and I do a few raw eggs, and I do vanilla extract and a little bit of honey and all my favorite fruits, frozen bananas, blueberries, cherries, and I make a really tasty, very nutritious, high-protein smoothie. But when I'm on the go and I don't want to have to clean the blender and I don't want to have to, chop up, bananas or whatever, I mix 1 or 2 scoops of this with straight water, and I drink it within a minute or two, and I think it tastes good, and it keeps me full and gives me all the nutrition that my smoothie typically does.
Yeah, and some people, their palates are more adapted to something like this. I'm somebody who used to almonds. I'd always want them roasted and salted, and over the years now, I first started eating raw almonds because I knew they were better for me, and then I was like, oh, these suck when I first started eating them. But now I can't eat the roasted salted ones. It's like my palate has changed as a result. So, for what it's worth. So, well, I think we've covered everything here as far as the raw meal. Thank you, Jay, for your time. And if anyone has any questions or comments, please just go ahead and post them in the section, and we'll go ahead and take care of them and answer them for you. Thank you.